How's it going? My name is Shahryar Abbasi. I am currently a third-year student here at Cal studying Middle Eastern Studies and studying business at the Haas School of Business. I'm fortunate enough to be currently taking Arabic. It's the third or fourth language that I'm learning. I love international relations and politics, and I'm very interested in learning more about it. I was born originally in Pakistan, moved to the Bay Area when I was about 6 years old, grown up here ever since. I'm very involved in the business community. I'm in a fraternity, Delta Upsilon. I'm a proud member of the Muslim Students Association. And here at Cal, I enjoy swimming in my free time, doing a little yoga when I can, and really just making sure I'm keeping a balance. And I love the school. I am running to be the External Affairs Vice President with Student Action. The External Affairs Vice President is a position that deals with all the local, state, national, and essentially external issues that are facing UC Berkeley. The reason that I'm running is because I'm very, very, very passionate about this university and very passionate about the issues that we are currently facing. You know, it took 150 years for our school to become the #1 public university in the world. But it's taken just 10 years of cuts to jeopardize our education, and I cannot see that happen as a student who's lived in California for so long and as a student who's seen people go through this amazing UC system. So the first thing I will do when I'm in office, hopefully, is I want to fight to increase state advocacy. I want to help to formalize a Student Political Action Committee here on our campus, because every major interest group, whether it's the prison industry, whether it's the business groups, whether it's the Retired People's Association, has an interest or lobby group in Sacramento that's doing the work to channel the concerns of their relative collective interests to Sacramento. Students are the biggest interest, arguably, in the state, because we are going to be running the state in the future, and we deserve that interest group. So by creating this, students can have a formal way to get their input into Sacramento, and we can actually influence the elections that happen and get legislators to listen to us so that you and I can have a voice in Sacramento. Next thing I want to do is I want to help to increase representation on the city level. The fight doesn't just stop at the state. I've been working very passionately as a senator to help get a student elected to the City Council of Berkeley. The fight is going well, and right now we are facing a change of these age-old archaic rules in the 1980s which prevent a student from getting elected to the City Council. I think it's wrong that we don't have representation here in Berkeley. I think that students are 25%, actually no, students are 25% of the population in Berkeley, and I think that we deserve a seat at the table. And by changing these rules, we will set up the framework so that in 2013, a student can get elected to the City Council in Berkeley, and we can have a voice in all the relevant issues, whether it's safety issues, whether it's lighting issues, whether it's changing noise violations in cooperative living or Greek houses, whether it's dealing with other issues that impact students on a day-to-day level. We really deserve that seat, and I will fight to make sure that you do have a voice and a seat at the table. The last thing I want to do is I want to revitalize Telegraph Avenue. So in the 1960s and 1970s, Telegraph was this amazing cultural hub of vibrancy which really defined what Berkeley was. That's changed now, and Telegraph has businesses closing every single day. We're facing a lot of problems. What I want to do is I want to help start a business incubator here on campus so that students can cultivate their business ideas and implement them on Telegraph. I also want to appoint more students to the Telegraph Business Improvement District and really have a say and change our local scene so that we really feel like we're at home here in Berkeley. I think together, if we can work on all these goals, we can really put Berkeley and our education back on top.
If you were competing in a pageant, what would be your talent portion?
If I was competing in a pageant, you know, if I was competing in a pageant, I like to talk. I'm sure you know, I like to talk a lot. So what I would probably do is I would probably talk in this accent a little bit, because I am from Pakistan originally, and I have a little bit of an accent. So I speak 4 different languages: English, a little bit of Spanish, Urdu, and Hindi.
Your second question is, if you can clone anything, what would it be and why?
Clones. Well, speaking of chicken tikka masala, I do love food, but I don't want to clone any type of food because I could just buy it. So what I would probably do is I would probably clone the best chef in the world, the best chef that has an expertise in a variety of different foods, so that I can, you know, always have something good to eat. But I would take that a step further by giving people who haven't had the chance to have awesome quality food eat with me or eat with this chef, so that we could really give everyone the chance to have some awesome tastes, because people really deserve to have more options for food. If
you could choose any nickname for yourself, what would it be and why?
If I could choose a nickname, I'd probably choose Charizard, because I can breathe fire. No, not really, but my name is Shahryar, and it's very similar to Charizard. So ever since the 3rd grade, people have been always getting my name confused, so they always call me Charizard. So even though I would love to fly and breathe fire, I can't do that, but I can say my name is very similar, so I would call myself Charizard.